This Catalyst Championship, this championship in my possession is the most prestigious title going on the independent scene today. That is not hyperbole. That is not an overstatement. That is not me just talking up a title because I'm holding it, because I hold several. This championship is the one, and do you know why? Because I took the Ring of Honor Pure Champion, and I defeated that man in a professional wrestling match in my first defense. My first defense. Now, what that means is that if his championship was on the line, I would have won that too, because make no mistake about it, I am the premier pure wrestler on the scene today. That's why I beat that man with a backslide. I am the best. I deserve my recognition. This championship will get me there. I will get me there. And I will use Catalyst Wrestling for everything that they have to get Darius Carter where Darius Carter needs to be. The time for change is now.
The forbidden crawl space opens up again to challenge Darius Carter for the championship. Of course, Darius Carter already has a win over former ROH Pure Champion Josh "The Goods" Woods. The best are coming after Darius Carter.
And thus far,
I believe these people own more of this ring than you do.
These people wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me, so let's not get it.
Darius Carter overstating his value here.
Everything because of me, so let's show some respect.
Can you overstate the value of a champion?
Asking for some respect here.
I'm inclined to agree with Darius.
The egomaniacal Darius Carter. You would think winning titles would be enough.
Hey, look, we've got a full house here in the audience tonight. Darius Carter, a big part of the reason why.
Collar and elbow tie up here. Deceptively agile is J.D. Drake. Now Carter having to rethink perhaps his strategy, but to your point, Vega, an elite level mind in the ring in Darius Carter.
See, that's the thing. While you have one or two thoughts, Darius Carter's having 30, 40 thoughts. He knows he's 50 moves ahead of J.D. Drake. J.D. Drake's probably drunk in there. Who knows?
Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding.
I saw him get out of a truck, a bunch of cans fell out. I don't know what happened when he got here today.
Did you pick two of them up?
Of course I did.
He was the one drinking with him.
I mean, I'm always into a good time. I mean,
Yeah, we've seen your receipts.
Darius Carter looks like he's not having a good time.
And there's a receipt from J.D. Drake. Trying to win the Catalyst Wrestling Championship here. Tried to stretch out his legs, hit the rope, but just out of reach. But rolling through is Carter. A master manipulator of both minds and limbs. You see the heavily taped knees of J.D. Drake.
Drake has seen his share of wars. No stranger to Catalyst Ring either.
And another war perhaps tonight. Oh, right on the button.
yeah, but how many of those, with those taped knees, how many of those kicks does he really have in him, J.D. Drake?
Darius Carter's going to find out tonight.
That's
for sure.
Why don't we ask Wrecking Ball Legursky how those kicks feel?
Not too good, I'm sure.
Of course, J.D. Drake and Legursky had that Haas fight. One of my favorites here in the Catalyst Wrestling Ring. J.D. Drake got a big victory out of that, and that leads us here to this title shot.
Big victories are the name of the game, and Darius Carter has them in Moss. Looking to add another one here. Trying to lock that arm in. Doesn't quite have it as Drake counters.
Drake's smart to get out of that because Darius was working that arm with the hammerlock, and there he is, right back to the same arm.
And look at him putting the knee between the shoulder blade.
Oh, look at the way that elbow joint is bending. Oh.
If you've got a little bursitis in there, that's going to hurt you.
And now Oh, look at the intensity on the face of the champion, torquing back that elbow.
Gotta admit, I love to see it. I do. It's fascinating the way Darius Carter goes to work in that ring.
It's gonna be hard for JD Drake to hit that drill bait. Oh, the chop.
Not sure if that was the wisest strategy.
See, that's
No
the
effect.
That might be the one break in the armor of Darius Carter. The hubris of trying to match power with a guy like JD Drake is never going to work out well for you.
Carter saying it was an accident. Who's he trying to fool?
Like you said, Finger, 50 steps ahead. Oh, maybe not.
There you go.
One step ahead there was Carter.
That's how many steps you need in that situation.
Oh, and now clapping on that vice-like grip.
This is definitely the best strategy. JD Drake has the height and weight advantage. If you can keep him grounded, whew.
But as long as there's fight in JD Drake, he will continue to move forward. As he gets to his feet now.
Ooh.
Chops to the chest. Caught. Oh, inverted atomic drop. Scoops him up. And now slam. And a big headbutt as the blue-collar badass getting himself back in this matchup.
That might have separated the shoulder of Darius Carter.
Nothing scientific
Oh,
about
and now
that.
greasing up that chop. Here comes the ham hock. Oh, and you can hear that all the way in Saskatoon.
It's a finely sharpened axe for that chop.
And the crowd with blood on their mind and pain and violence. Oh, again to the chest of the champion.
Ron Starr is clutching his chest.
With 3 European uppercuts caught. Oh, and right back to it, looking for that cravat. Oh, all the way from Texas.
Maybe so. Oh! JD Drake showing no quarter. There is no retreat.
Got him that time with the cannonball.
Oh, and now,
I'm not sure if this is wise.
Here comes the.
It
Here
certainly is
comes.
not. You don't turn your back on
Champion
Darius
is
Carter.
already down.
Moonsault. Awesome. The sin for the champion.
Wow.
1, 2.
No way.
The champion. Oh!
You have got to be kidding me.
As close as you can get without coming away with the championship.
I'm going to say this right now. We've been talking about what JD Drake has to prove for throughout this entire match. Darius Carter also has to prove something. We talked for years about how Darius Carter deserved more championships and wasn't getting them. And now he has to hold on to this to prove that he deserved the praise he was getting.
Absolutely.
And into the ring. JD Drake throws Darius Carter, and Carter wisely, rolling out the other side. That's that ring technician, that ring general mentality.
No, this is smart. Wise beyond his years is Darius Carter.
Oh, and to Ron Starr, a
Unnecessary.
receipt for earlier. What do you mean
Ron Starr's a
unnecessary?
legend. There's no reason to do that.
Nick Shin holding off on the count. Darius Carter just...
This is devolving into a brawl. Oh, and referee Nick Shin, JD Drake didn't even
JD Drake should
see.
be disqualified right now. Get him out of here.
Honestly, Nick Shin probably should have stayed on the inside. Holy cow!
And rolling him into the ring.
Ron Starr might have to check for Darius Carter's teeth on the outside.
He's still
And
checking for his own.
another senton in the corner. No referee out here.
JD Drake.
And there it is. The drill bait. Cover.
1, 2, there's no ref. 3, there's no ref.
Wait a minute, here comes the ref. Here comes the ref. Cover 1.
No way.
2, new champion. 3.
Are you kidding me?
He did it.
The ref is-
JD Drake. New champion.
Wow.
The reign of Carter is over.
So soon? No.
That wasn't the ref assigned to this match.
Who is this guy? What a moment.
Drake, new champion.
Wait, hold on.
Referee Nick Shin up.
He opened me over. This one's turned over. He did not win the championship.
Wait, what?
Oh, referee Nick Shin saying overturning. He overturned it.
Good. Wait,
By disqualification.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
and still, yeah, that's the right call. Finally, Nick Shin did something right.
Darius Carter.
Oh, and Darius Carter escapes just barely does he continue to hold on to this title. Referee Nick Shin making a terrible call here. JD Drake robbed. This makes me sick.
Sick.
He was hit. Nick Shin was hit by JD Drake. That happened.
Yeah, you don't put your hands on an official, or your elbows, or anybody
I'll
about
remember
it.
that the next time you get thrown out of a bar putting your hands on bouncers. Shut up.
Bouncers are not pro wrestling referees.
Do you look like this when you're scrolling your social media feed? Looking for something to engage you, entice you, and possibly be violent? Well, we have a solution. Follow Catalyst Wrestling on Instagram. Great photos, great highlights, and ways to find out how you can join us live in New York City. Join Catalyst Wrestling, make your feed more fun, and at least 50% more violent.
I don't care how Darius Carter does business. The business in the ring speaks for itself.
And business is booming for Darius Carter. But right now, Alex Shelley in his debut here in Catalyst, hoping to win the Catalyst Wrestling Championship. All it takes is one moment, any given Sunday.
There might be misconceptions from fans of Catalyst Wrestling who saw Darius Carter's face when it was announced that the next challenger he would have to come head-to-head with was Alex Shelley. They might have saw fear. They were wrong. They did not see fear. Because Darius Carter does not fear Alex Shelley.
He lock up here. Now grabbing that wrist is Shelley. Shelley, a man who's seen every single type of combat here in professional wrestling.
Absolutely.
Has perhaps not seen a man like Darius Carter who will do anything, and I mean anything, to retain his championship. Oh, and now the Fargo strut into a little, I don't know what that would be called. Would that be the flare thrust?
I just call that a veteran maneuver.
And locking up, and now Carter with the advantage. Oh, and sweeps the leg out.
That's
Now
the thing.
this is where Carter excels.
You cannot intimidate the man. There's no fear in that black heart of his.
A student of people like Billy Robinson, of the Ganyas, of the Regals.
When Darius Carter was watching wrestling, Alex Shelley was already in the ring pioneering the sport. So as much technical ability Darius Carter brings, Alex Shelley is no slouch and has a counter for anything Darius can do.
Right now needs to find one of those counters. The biggest matchup Carter's ever had, and now in control. But we know the motor of the Motor City Machine Gun himself, and he's just getting warmed up.
Alex Shelley has been in the ring with men like Low Key, the Amazing Red, Christopher Daniels, legends in the sport because he is one himself. He helped forge those legends. Darius Carter looking to make himself one of those names.
Oh, and now transition, has that knee. Look at the torque on the back, putting the knee in the lower back of Carter. Now quick transition to the head. Almost a front face lock there. It's around, side headlock. Carter escaping. Applies one of his own.
No bells and whistles. This has just been hold for hold, a technical contest to see who is better at this.
Very important to both men here. Again, the Catalyst Wrestling Championship is on the line.
What impact from Alex Shelley. One half of the Motor City. It could be true, but many have thought that.
And all have failed thus far. As Carter, one of the longest reigns with the championship.
Every time.
Oh, sweep the leg.
Every time Alex Shelley tries to quicken the pace.
He went for that leapfrog to leapfrog over. Carter transitioned into grabbing that leg and pulled it right out.
Exactly. Darius Carter knows how to slow down the momentum. Make this battle the kind of fight Darius Carter wants to fight. It's a tried and true method.
Tried and true. Something that's been used to describe Alex Shelley. As you know, when the machine gun comes,
Better have your vest on.
better have some protection.
Alex Shelley has maintained control for a lot of this fight. We could see new champ. But again, as I pointed out, every time he tries to quicken the pace, Darius Carter slows it down.
Oh, snapping the elbow back, trying to hyperextend.
Do you look like this when you're scrolling your social media feed? Looking for something to engage you, entice you, and possibly be violent? Well, we have a solution. Follow Catalyst Wrestling on Instagram. Great photos, great highlights, and ways to find out how you can join us live in New York City. Join Catalyst Wrestling, make your feed more fun, and at least 50% more violent.
It's going to be very hard to lock in that regal stretch or that royal sweep if he can't use his shoulder. Wise by Shelley, positioning himself. We call Darius Carter a ring general, but Shelley showing here that he's won as well. Two generals moving their chess pieces around the board. And right now, Shelley hoping to put Carter in checkmate. And now blessing him. Oh! He's first, but right back up. Big uppercut again. A big forearm exchanging. And another, right back to that arm. And hyperextended arm. Carter caught now.
What a collision.
Held on.
Oh, and this is the moment that Darius Carter had to be fearing. For so long, he's been trying to cut off the momentum. But Alex Shelley is momentum.
Always moving forward. Shelley into the corner, missed.
What a catch.
Oh, dropped down.
That is trademark Alex Shelley.
And I don't even know if Darius Carter knows where he is. This might be the biggest threat to Darius Carter's title reign.
I'm inclined to agree. Allison Danger made this contest, and I am so grateful.
What a hell of a contest thus far. Stephen James, Brandon Liu, oh, ducked the kick.
Oh, my!
Didn't duck that one, rolled through. Hooks the up cover for the championship. Two only. Oh, but right into a submission.
And
Wait a minute.
I'm checking. Darius Carter, the referee, checking for
There
the
it
feet.
is.
There
On
we
the
go.
ropes now, but he doesn't see it. Now he does.
Alex Shelley relinquishes the hold.
Eagle eyes there, Brandon. As now,
I can't say I've seen Darius Carter really, literally, not figuratively, on the ropes like this. This is a true test, and I'm not sure if it's one Darius Carter will pass.
as now we get into what combat sports calls championship rounds here. As the water gets deeper and deeper, as this gets later and later, and Shelley seemed to be coming alive here at the right time.
Chops like Masawa.
Now has his arm.
Oh, man. Wait, You can see Darius Carter reaching for a handful of hair. Couldn't quite grasp Alex Shelley like he wanted to.
Both men covered in perspiration, making it slippery. Both men spent here, showing the importance. And one that turned deserves another right back to it.
Both men targeting the same area. Both men with a similar strategy. Really, it's just a matter of who applies it better.
Right now, both men playing a perfect game as the Yakuza kick.
You have got to be kidding me. I don't know how either man is still standing.
Wait a minute. 1, 2. Oh!
I love the way Darius Carter hooks that leg and is able to drag his opponents down for a pin.
Just barely did Shelley escape from that Yakuza kick. And Carter can't believe it himself.
Yeah, Carter doesn't like to waste a second. Unfortunately, he was only able to hold Alex Shelley down for 2.
And look at him stalking behind Shelley. Shelley on shore. Caught.
Well, we could be seeing
Carter.
it.
Going for the royal sweep. Oh, but wisely recognizes where he is. Grabs those ropes. Has to get that separation. Oh, come on!
Talk about separation. Darius Carter trying to separate Alex Shelley from the ropes. Might even separate his shoulder.
Oh, big forearm.
What's good for you? Good for me too, buddy.
Block that punch.
Here we go.
Oh, caught with that elbow.
These two men are jaw-jacking each other.
Oh, jaw-jacking is the word. Wants another one.
How are they
Carter's in
standing?
trouble. Oh, roll through.
That could be it.
2.
Handful of tights.
Oh, he tried to
it.
grab the tights, didn't get it. Got it with the shell shot, cover for the champion.
1, 2, new champion. New champion. No! Whoa, right back into. He just floated over right back into a submission.
In trouble, cover 1.
That was it.
Wait a minute.